over the 7 zones, whoever has the most stones out of the 7 at the end of turn 7 wins the game. So very, very simple victory condition. That means that every game goes 7 turns, or seven rounds. So let's have you guys determine the first player. Wins out. Odds. Sweet. I'll go first. All right. Make sure I don't miss anything. Draw a hand of 7 cards. And then you get a mulligan to put up to 3 cards from your hand on the bottom and draw the same number that you buried. So over the course of the 7 turns, you're going to start in zone 1. You can only play cards to zone 1 on turn 1. On turn 2, you can play cards to 1 or 2. On turn 3, so turn 3 zones will be active. So the board slowly opens up until all 7 are available to be played into on turn 7.
I want to start.
Likewise, on turn 1, you automatically get 1 energy, which is the mana used to play cards from your hand. On turn 2, automatically, you can think of it like Hearthstone or something like that, right? Automatically get 2 mana, or 2 energy to play cards from your hand, all the way up to turn 7, when you get 7 energy to play cards from your hand. Also, whenever you have conquered a stone, the stone gets you an additional energy at the start of each turn. So if this were turn 5, Ryder has 2 zones, he would get 5 energy plus 2 for the 2 stones that he owns, so he'd have 7 energy available to play cards. The other resource that happens in this game is action. And if you've ever played Dominion, you can sort of, that's analogous. You can use an action for any number of things you can do on your turn in any order. You can use an action to draw a card. You can use an action to play a card from your hand after you spend an energy. You can use an action to attack. When you attack, you sum up the power of all the cards in that zone, and whoever has the highest sum of wonders over 5 minutes wins the zone and gets the start. Okay? So let's play a couple of sample turns. Who's taking the first turn? So we're at the beginning of the game. Oh, and so this is start of round 1. Each player gets 1 energy and 3 actions. Alright, I'm going first. I will use 1 action, play a land, do 1 damage. So the card types are wonders, that's the fighting units. Items and weapons can modify the wonders. Spells and lands. So in this game, lands don't generate resources from you. All the resources come automatically. All the actions and the energy come automatically. And but lands do reduce costs. If you have a land on the board, all the cards in your hand cost 1 less. I would play Forgotten Dragon, 2 power, 1 cost, because it's minus 1 for the land. Okay, so Ryder has a land out that reduces the cost of his wonder, Forgotten Dragon. So he paid 1 energy and 1 action to put the 2 power Draugr into zone 1. I'll use one of his actions to draw a card from his deck. And so you have 3 actions per turn. If you want to, you can use them 3 draws. But you have to pass back and forth. You alternate using actions each round. Okay? Or you could attack 3 times with the same guy if you want to, or any combination thereof. Okay, so Rider's out of actions. And now Ramal's out of. Are you out of actions? Out of actions. Okay, so both players are out of actions. We go on from round 1 to round 2. So each player gets 2 energy, and every turn each player gets 3 actions. Everybody draws 1 card at the start of the round.
Question.
Yes.
If you did not use an energy in the first zone, does it carry on to the second?
It doesn't.
So either use it or lose it.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Great question. I will start my turn by attacking zone 1. So Ryder used 1 action to attack. Since there was no opposition there, he got that stone. And it's going to generate a victory point at the end of the game plus 1 energy per turn. Yeah. They can take it back if they can beat you there.
Is there a max hand size?
There is a max hand size 7 cards. If you're over 7, discard the 7.
Same rules of Magic.
Yeah. I will use 2 energy. I'll play the cards Viking Phantom Caster on the terminology is manifest 3 or 4 with cost 2 or less. So that's and 3 round is the 7 round. 4 cost, 2 cost. So since I manifested this form, it goes into this, and I gain 1 action. So I go back to the board. So Ryder's played a wonder that had an ability that let him look at the top cards of his deck and play another wonder for free. So he has 7 power worth of wonders in zone 2. When you look at the cards in the upper right corner, they'll have a number that shows that they're a wonder, a fighting unit, or they'll have an L for a land or W for a weapon.
Can you play cards into his zone?
You can play cards into any zone that's been opened. Yeah, but the ones that have not been opened yet, you can't. I'll attack and I'll get this gem as well.
I will use a free tap and I will discard my hand and draw something.
So Ramal used a tap ability, and tap abilities either say tap action, which means you use one of your actions to activate it, or they might say tap free, which means you can use it on your turn, but it does not consume an action.
And they're going back and forth, so action.
So Ramal used his turn to play an action, but he didn't lose an action when he activated it. I will play another land, Brimstone Crypt. We don't have the bonus form, so facilities is activated. One other thing that I'll mention that might be unusual is that tap abilities, you tap them to activate an ability. There's no untapping this. It's a one-time per game, unless you have a special card that lets you untap it, cheat to untap. But normal expectation is that when something's tapped, it's done for the rest of the game. But they can still battle. They can still attack when tapped. So tapping only tracking whether the motion can use it. I have actions. Weapons don't have tap abilities. But if it says last harvest, that's like a sacrifice to put in the book. So it does have energy. Yeah.
I'll entangle him. She displaces to the ground.
You're not to back. No actions? All right.
The moment that, oh, sorry, go ahead, man. Go ahead. So is there like the version of something the moment something like a creature hits the battlefield, it can't do anything? Or it can, just as long as you have the action.
You come down. The actions, but. Then my action again, and now I attack.
Okay.
Turn 3, because I have 2 stones, I get keep energy.
No.
Energy on this. I've conquered the last zone, so I go back. Spend 1 action. There is a pass where 14 available. Full cost, full power. Any attack, comprehensive rule, it's like unending chain of free action. I'm sure that would be possible. You see what I say?
One action. Right, 2.
Yeah.
I don't want to know because I'm
The red cards with blue cards in your deck.
Yes, you can play any card in any deck. The downside to that is you have to have a matching land. A red land reduces red cost by 1. So your blue cards in that deck would be a blue land and reduced by 1 energy. I will play and land cost reduction does not stack. So if you have 3 red lands, it's still only reducing costs by 1. So 1 or more lands. And then I'll leave this here. Yeah. So another thing that you'll find on the cards is that the lands have the ability to harvest, destroy themselves, to gain you an extra action on your turn. So you can have like 3 lands saved up for the last turn, and you can use the battle to say, you know, I'll take another action, another action, another action.
There's one action, one energy. I will play.
How do you see the I'll withdraw.
I will also draw.
With that big hand. Yes. You don't need a land to play a wonder on space.
Alright, if you guys want to start grabbing your decks, you can come over here and you guys might keep watching this, and then the team will be able to help you guys as they go through. They'll keep playing this game and we'll get you guys going.
If you have any questions, please ask me or ask me.
Alright, make sure you guys all sign and apply to that zone though. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense.
Sorry. Don't forget they get their dice and stuff.